This morning we welcome Mark Lucio with Lighthouse Credit Solutions to give us step-by-step instructions on how to dispute any credit errors, especially if you become a victim of fraud. So good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Mary.
Okay, perfect. So what do we do first if you become a victim of fraud? What's the first step someone needs to do?
Well, the first step is to order your credit reports. And you can get your credit reports online at www.annualcreditreport.com. You'll order your credit report, you can pull it out instantly and print it out on your computer, or you could have it mailed to you.
And it's free?
It's absolutely free. You get one free credit report each year.
Okay, perfect. And there you check to see if there's any discrepancies.
If there's any mistakes, your personal information, if you have the right address, just go through everything and just make sure that everything is on par.
Okay, and so say you do find something that's kind of, funky. What do you do after that?
Then you write a letter. It's called a dispute letter. You could find a generic dispute letter online if you Google it, or you could just write a simple letter explaining what's wrong on your credit reports, and you mail that out to all three credit bureaus. And again, on that website, it'll give you the addresses where to mail it to.
And this can take anything from 30 to 45 days.
30 to 45 days is regularly what it takes.
And you mentioned that being persistent pays off.
Yes, yes, yes. You send those letters in, you send it certified mail, so you make sure that they receive it. And then you just, after 30 to 45 days, you'll get your investigation results. If it's not what you were looking for, then you send it in again. And you just continue doing it until, the stuff comes off, which is incorrect.
And during this process of them investigating, what happens to your credit report or your credit score? Is it still marking it as a negative?
Well, during the process, it could help your score, because during the investigation, that inaccuracy is removed for the time being. So your score could come up for those 30 to 45 days, but if they find that that's correct, then it'll come back down. If they delete it, then it'll stay up. Your score will continue to go.
Got it.
Now, another thing to do is contact the creditor who reported the inaccurate information and let them know, give them a phone call or send them a letter, and let them know that the information they're reporting is inaccurate as well.
Yeah, and nowadays we're going into technology. It's a huge part of our lives now. You can pay with your phone, you can pay via the internet, all sorts of stuff. You have to be more vigilant, you were telling me, about monitoring your account, your statements, your bank, everything. It's
very important that you are. I would suggest buy a shredder. People overlook their mail, their bank statements, all that stuff. Your mail has personal information, so I would invest in a shredder.
Perfect. And in case you don't want to do all this work, you want someone to do it for you, Mark Lucio is the man. Where can they find you, Mark?
Online at lighthousecreditsolutions.com, or they can call us at 688-8189 and set up an appointment, and we'll be glad to see you.
And they can visit you in McAllen as well.
McAllen.
What's the address there?
1111 North 10th Street, Suite I in McAllen.
Perfect.
Right on 10th.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now let's send it over to Victoria.